Matt, first of all, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. When did you first decide that this was worthy of a documentary?
Well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't going to be a documentary. It was just going to be about this campaign to get Adam his at-bat. Actually, it started when I found out my wife had never seen Field of Dreams. Can you believe that? I'm like, that's unacceptable in this house. It's unacceptable in this house. So we popped in Field of Dreams, and we're sitting there watching, and she says, man, I feel sorry for Moonlight Graham. And I'm like, wait a minute. Moonlight Graham doesn't have anything on Adam Greenberg. So I started telling her the story of Adam Greenberg, and then like a lightning bolt, I'm like, wait a minute. Adam's about 30 years old. He's still playing in the independent leagues. So I started doing my homework on Adam and seeing how he's doing playing ball and in his personal life. And then I started going on my crusade to get him the one at-bat.
Matty, how and when did you hear that your mission was a success and the Marlins were going to sign Adam to a one-day contract?
Well, you know, it was just, about a week and a half ago, I got a message from David Sampson of the Marlins, and I took a red-eye flight from Los Angeles to be at the ballpark there in New York when they were playing the Mets, and sat in the stands. We talked it through, and he gave me the good news, and right after that, we made a call to Bud Selig, and Bud signed off on it, thankfully. Thank you, Bud, and away we go.
That's Mr. Selig to you and to us as well, by the way.
I'm sorry, Mr. Selig.
There you go.
Mr. Selig.
There you go.
Mr. Selig.
So listen,
yes,
you are a lifelong Chicago Cubs fan as well. Adam was drafted by the Cubs. He made his major league debut with the Cubs. He got hit in the head in a Cubs uniform. How disappointed are you that this isn't happening with the Cubs?
Well, you know, I'll be honest. I was a little disappointed at first because I love my Chicago Cubbies, and I thought it would be fitting that Adam, step up in Cubby blue. But that being said, I am so grateful to the Miami Marlins, and Mr. Loria, Mr. Sampson. This is just unbelievable. And you know what? It's poetic. This is where it happened in Florida. This is where Adam got hurt, and now it's coming full circle, and we're just thrilled that he gets to step in that batter's box again in Florida all these years later. It's going to be a beautiful night in Miami, that's for sure.
Well, I'm thrilled for him, but I want to know right now, has anybody reached out to RA Dickey and said, hey, easy on the knuckleball, let's go ahead and challenge Adam with the heaters? What do you think?
You know what? I'll tell you what. I actually got to talk with Dickey yesterday, and he said he's going to treat Adam like the major league player he is and go right after him. And Adam wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, you know what? We know Adam's locked in because he was with my boy, Colin McRae, the video coordinator for the Marlins. And I don't know if you saw this picture, but he was simulating at-bats against R.A. Dickey. Check this out.
I got to tell you, I was so impressed with Mr. McRae. We spent a little time there in the video room, and he had it all ready to go, all fired up with lots of Dickey pitches. And so Adam got his homework in, that's for sure. And Adam knows he's going to need it.
All right, so, Matt, what is the perfect ending tonight? How's it play out?
I got to tell you, Adam stepping in the batter's box, that's all that needs to happen tonight. I say that because him stepping in the batter's box, it means so much. It's such a great example for so many people who have had to come over anything in their life, any adversity, that, you can get a second chance. And you just got to keep fighting. You got to keep the faith. You got to keep believing. And your day can come. In this instance, the sports world gets to be an example for the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you, Matt, a great time would be a party at the Clevelander after the game and celebrate. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you bring yourself on down, because that's exactly where we're partying after the set. But after the ball game, we do have a post party at the Clevelander. So you guys should come on down.
Yeah, they don't allow us in. Our faces are posted at the door for some reason. Before we let you go, we know you are a filmmaker, so we want to throw a few baseball ideas for you, and which one piques your interest? Here we go. Wrigley Field was called the dirtiest ballpark in the big leagues today, so we are coming up with one called Keep Wrigley Clean. So what's the idea here?
Wow. Well, maybe that would be a film where the Cubs actually don't turn me down and disappoint me. How about that?
Oh, that's good. That's good. And finally, we're calling this Deck the Hall with 1-5 as we try to get Millar into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Can you work with that one?
Oh, that's it. Winner. Bing, 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 bing. I'm doing that one. Kevin, it's going to happen, baby. It's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely. Man, I'll tell you, we're going to need some big-time help.
Hey, come on. We got to believe. We can make miracles happen. I like that. That's what we're doing next. That's what we're doing.
That's in the on-deck circle for Matt. Matt, we appreciate the time and enjoy the festivities tonight. It's going to be a great watch, okay?
Thank you guys so much.